Welcome back, guys. Going to the second hour here of week 25. Adam, how's it going?
Well, I'm doing great. I don't know about everybody else in the vicinity. So yeah, what do, Piani? We see Mr. Sicarian running for the exit before the building falls in sideways.
At that point, had I gotten to Rajani?
Yes, you're just pulling up beside Rajani, and she's like lying on her face.
Had I like started to, help her or anything?
That's up to you.
Okay.
Did
well,
you,
I
do you
want
wanna
to.
stop and jump off.
I want to emphasize the fact that if I was, I would like drop her and run towards Sicarian.
Okay. So maybe you slow down as you get towards her, and then just like accelerate. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you get close, and I think that you're starting to notice this too, Prosper. The atmosphere around this like giant drug lab explosion is becoming very caustic. Like you're trying to look through your scope, and your eyes keep watering, and like you feel like tears streaming down your face. And like Piani, you're close, like down by the fire. You can feel like your lungs like seize up, like you can't take a full deep breath, and everything smells and like tastes like bleach. Like there's this super intense bleach smell in the air. It's like being in a swimming pool for 1,000 years. Like you're just like overwhelmed by it.
I go on comms as I'm like feeling this and seeing Piani run towards the building. I just shout over comms, Piani, he's gone. It's not worth it. Listen, we need to get out of here or we'll both die. Grab Rajani. I'll come down and meet you at the corner.
I'm not gonna go without chicken. I'm not gonna fucking go. I will at least try to see if I can, find out. If I feel like there is rubble all over and it is a lost cause, then I may make a decision. But if I feel like I can see Sicarian or its potential to pull him out, then I'm gonna.
Okay, can you make a physical effect save?
Well, can I? Well, I guess it wouldn't matter. I'm gonna fucking poison this shit anyway. Sure.
Okay.
Sure, we can. We sure can. Here it comes.
Okay. So you're like, no, I can find him, and you like turn to look, and everything is just like a red, painful blur. As Piani said, like a storied history. You ever been maced before? Anybody ever pepper spray Piani in the face?
You know what? I'm sure that Piani herself has never been pepper sprayed, but she has pepper sprayed someone in a closed quarters and basically pepper sprayed herself.
Sure. Okay.
Oh, fucking shit. And then never used it ever again.
Yeah, it's like that, but way worse. So you're you turn to look and you're just like, oh, I can't even see anything. And your body is like not letting you open your eyes, and you keep like taking these heaving breaths. But every time you breathe in, you're getting a lung full of chemicals. And so you start coughing. And I think maybe, Prosper, you see Piani like stagger and like fall to her knees.
Yeah, I just, there's just a stream of like curse words in French coming over the comms now. Prosper stands up, he shoulders his sniper rifle, he runs back into the building and immediately finds the closest set of stairs to come down to the ground floor, see if he can grab Rajani and Piani.
Okay. So inside, so we cut from that. You start booking down the stairs. It fades to black. We fade up on like the HUD indicator of Mr. Sicarian's suit, and like the hard breathing. This time though, it's black and reflective, so we see Mr. Sicarian's face. There's a huge crack in the glass, and we can hear Mr. Sicarian like breathing, and it's like a wet like gurgling. Like he takes a deep breath, and there's like a bubbling sound in it. Your suit is warning you, Mr. Sicarian, like that you have several broken bones, that the suit has been breached, and you can see the O2 on the suit going like very slowly, like trickling out, and like flashing a warning that there's like a breach in the suit, and that O2 supplies are running low. What do you want to do?
Am I pinned?
You have 1 hit point, and you try to move, and either your back is broken or you're pinned and can't move because of that. It's hard to tell.
Attempt to comms, I guess. All comms.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you say?
I turn it on. It comes on, I guess, to everyone. I just say it. I guess I won't voice act it, but I'm just like, this is Sicarian. I believe I am pinned. Would need some help.
So you both hear that, and Higgs, you hear that too, because you're monitoring this as Pi is flying you towards the warehouse.
Okay, I guess when I hear, I don't really respond to it. I'm just like, Pi, how far off are we?
2 minutes.
Well, break every law you can, get us there faster.
Okay, you immediately, like, I think you say, like, we're watching Higgs and you said, and like, break every law, get us there faster, and you're just like, as you, like, get, like, squished into the seat, and we hear the, like, sound barrier break.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like, boom! And
I
you
see
just
one
get,
of the
like,
bottles fly off, but I, like, catch it.
Yeah.
Do I hear that comms?
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, I flip on comms to the Swan Song, and I say, L'enfant, is there anything you can do to put out that fire?
Sand it.
Yeah, not really, like...
Yeah.
Pi says, no, but it appears you've drawn the attention of local constabulary. Several drones approaching your location.
That is not surprising.
Yeah, and Pi gives you, I guess you don't have, like, you have your comms. Maybe your panel, like, buzzes on your phone, and you can see, like, a map of the area, and Pi has given you a heads up of, like, the radar signatures of the
ship
drones
doesn't...
coming in.
I guess I'll just ask in game. Like,
Yeah.
do I hear what Steven just said, or what Prosper just said in game?
Mm-hmm.
And how did you word it? To put out the fire. That's what you said, Steven.
Yeah, to put out this fire.
I guess I'm just Pi. Is there any hoses we can cut outside or something like that? We got to have some sort of fluid that's not flammable on the ship, in mass. Can we just dump the waste on it?
No, there's not enough because you've been in dock for a while, right? I'm trying to think if there's anything that you'd be able to do.
So, like, if the Swan Song went into drive space just over the thing, would that create a vacuum that would extinguish the flames?
I mean, it's hard to have a fire on a planet that doesn't exist anymore.
Okay, good.
I mean,
good.
yeah, like activating, you have to be, the problem is you're inside the gravity well of a planet, so you can't actually, you could jury rig the ship to go into drive space, but it would be horrible for everyone involved.
Yes.
It was a concrete building, right? Like the fire that they're talking about. And if my suit's cracked and I'm not already dead from fire, shouldn't it be fairly clear that I'm just under rubble, not amidst fire?
The fire, okay, so the fire won't burn for very long because all it's burning is the chemicals.
Yeah.
Once that supply is run out, the fire will pretty much just burn itself out. But
I think Prosper's thought was more like, okay, Geoff is trapped inside under all of this flame. There's not going to be a lot of air in there for long. I mean,
so,
I guess
Piani,
Prosper thinks your suit is intact, so...
So
yeah.
I think at this point, like Higgs says to you, or Higgs Pi says to you, we could use the sand thrower. It would smother a small area of fire. Dangerous, though.
Well, what's the danger? That I hit someone that's still alive?
Yes. Causes further instability. More of the building collapses.
Well, we could take the shots so that it hits a certain side of the building that is already fucked, right? Maybe the front, maybe the side. I don't. Well, you can do a quick scan of the building and tell me where to shoot. That would be best, couldn't you?
I'm not really built for that kind of thing.
Well, get us there and we'll make it. I'll think on it. I just like. I guess when I say I'll think on it, I just like take a long swig. That's my way of thinking.
Great.
Mm-hmm. And because you're going so fast, you have to like really strain to get the drink into your mouth. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Piani, what do you want to do?
So, I would like to use a skill that I probably will not ever be able to use ever again. And obviously, the creators of Stars Without Numbers knew that Adam would put us through a situation that would require me to call upon the skill. But I choose to use Purge Toxin. However, I have a question.
Biopsionics level 3.
Yeah, but I do have a question about it because it says, so you can force the elimination of a disease or poison from a target. It says each invocation of the power on a target allows them to make an additional physical condition saving throw against the illness or poison at a +2 bonus, plus the target's con modifier.
Correct.
Right, but so it then, goes on to the rules for a target dying, but it doesn't, like, is this something that actually lasts a while, or how would it work in this situation? Is what
in this situation, I would allow it to purge the poison from you long enough for you to do something, whether that's like run out of the area, get onto your vehicle, like get away. And then, because if you just use it and then stick around, yeah, you'll get poisoned again. Like, you'll just keep breathing.
Hold on, how many PP do I have? I have 16 right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it'd probably be bad to waste it on all that. And from this point, like, do I see any evidence that Mrs. Sicarian is where I saw this all happen, where the collapse happened?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Fuck. Let's see. Perception is 0. So. Fuck.
Okay, no, not without Mr. Sicarian doing something or trying to get out or what. So
were you guys asking?
I mean, you can't really like tell. Like, they're gonna ask, "Where are you?" and you're gonna be like, "Under some rocks."
No, I'm gonna say I was near the door when it went down.
Well, Peony saw that. That's why I gave them the roll, because there's a big pile of rubble where you were. So you know the general area, but not like you couldn't just go straight to where you. It would take some time to like dig them out and find them first. But Mr. Sicarian, you're still like conscious and capable of doing this stuff. Do you want to try to do anything?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to. I don't really get a reply from anyone, so I'm gonna try to free myself and move and stuff.
Okay. All right. Make a strength test, please.
You should have dexterity.
You gotta get the fucking boulder that's on your spine off of you first.
No.
Okay, can you make a luck check for me?
Oh, shit. Here it comes.
Bam!
Boom! Lucky bitch.
Okay. All right.
Long last.
So
Am I lucky to not die?
You reach underneath and like push the, like, there's a rock that's like lying on your hip. You push it and you see that like your armor where it landed on you is like crushed like a tin can. There's blood everywhere. But it landed on, like, again, on your hip and not on your back, so you can still like move your legs. One of your legs is probably broken, but it didn't paralyze you. So you're not free yet. Like, you shifted it, but the luck check means it wasn't that bad. It could be a lot worse.
You weren't paralyzed, Geoff. Good luck save.
Yeah, totally useful luck save. Well, because otherwise it would have been like, yeah, you get the rock off you, but you still can't move your legs.
Right?
So, okay. Yeah, next like round, if you want to, you can try to like keep moving it and get away. Prosper, you bust out the door and out into the street, and again, it's way worse down here.
Mm-hmm.
Just let me know when the next round is.
Yeah, I'll give everybody a chance to do something. So what do you want to do, Prosper? You get out into the street. You see
like,
Peony like.
What's in front of me? Is Peony like trying to run into the building or what?
I know. Peony, yeah.
No,
do you use your power?
So I am going to, just so that I can kind of safely get away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't even really speak at this point, so it's not like I can call out Sicarian. So, yes, I would like to use Purge Toxin and at least get to a place where I can breathe and, maybe try to calm back up with Miss Sicarian.
Okay. So maybe
at this point, he's pretty much my priority. I just have to be able to function.
When I bust out and as Peony's focusing on her power, I guess I'm like surveying the carnage and like the fire roaring in the air and rubble falling all around and Rajani lying on the ground unconscious. I look at the chaos and I shout into the comms, Sicarian, we have no idea where you are. If you can do anything to give us a sense of your position, we may be able to help you exit.
Wouldn't my suit have like a distress beacon of sorts?
No, it does not.
No, it does not. Or
Future
you're fucking
upgrade.
with me, Adam.
No, it straight up doesn't.
Future
Oh,
upgrade. Jeff, let's do
I
that.
hear that.
It has a little thing on
And-
your belt. You pull it and shoots a little rocket up in the air and says, "Help me," and then floats to the ground.
I just calms back, like rasping out. You know, like I was near the door when it fell. I imagine I'm close to it. I don't think I was thrown.
Monsieur Sicarian, there's no door anywhere nearby. You have to give me a little more than that. Do you have your weapon?
Even
So-
now, Sicarian's angry at how dumb Prosper is. He's like, he like closes his eyes. And he's like, where the door was, if you can imagine that. Please help. I'm literally dying.
So I mean, you look around, and it's like you can kind of see through the haze. But yeah, I mean, your gun, like Mjolnir, is nearby. You can see it like a meter or so away.
Meter's
lying
3
on the
feet,
ground.
right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sure is. Yeah, lying on the ground under some rubble.
okay. I mean, I guess I want to sync up our mind's eye on this because
Sure.
am I like, is it a cavern of sorts now, so I can move around and I can?
You're in a little like bubble almost where
Okay.
from the waist up you're in this like space. You can see your gun. There's like a bunch of debris lying around you, but you're not like totally buried such that you can't move. You have like a little bit of space around you, and
What do I
because you
see
were
above me?
holding,
Is it plates of the roof?
yeah, well, it's like concrete that's fallen and landed on itself. So you can only see maybe 2 or 3 feet above your head, where there's debris that's fallen down on top. Of you.
Okay. I say then.
And because you were holding your gun and got hit
Yeah.
from behind, you fell and it fell forward.
I will attempt to shoot the thunder gun out of a hole, but I cannot risk destabilizing where I'm at as it is.
Okay.
That will help you get closer to me, I think.
I agree.
And then I vomit a little bit of vomit there. Okay, so for my turn, then I guess I'll reach for the gun. Is what you want me to do, or something
Yeah.
like
Now you can make that dexterity.
that? Oh, sweet. Well, that's
Oh,
a +1. So you're
snap.
fucked, Adam. Check this out. 2d6 + 1. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
All right, so we see your hand like reach out, and like the like forearm panel of the armor is like broken off, so we can actually see Mr. Sicarian's like arm, and like your undersuit is all burned away, so we can see your skin and it's all blistered and shit from the heat. And so you're like reaching for it and like grabbing at the edge of the handle, just trying to get your finger into the trigger guard.
Is it one of those moments where it's like his hand like bumps the gun just out of reach?
Yeah. It's like, and hits it, and it like, yeah. And I think that what you're starting to see, Mr. Sicarian, is like around the edges of your vision, this kind of like blackness like setting in. And you've been knocked unconscious before, right? Like it's not a
Many a
thing.
time.
Yeah, like even in like unarmed combat training, like you've been choked out before. It's just like a thing you learn to do when you're fighting. It's not like that. You're not passing out. There's something else. You can feel like that pressure sort of building in your mind. So, Piani, you get to safety thanks to the use of your power.
Yeah.
You
I have
run
a
into an
question.
alley nearby.
Yeah, I have a question. So
Okay.
another thing about purge toxin is it doesn't really dictate any sort of range at all, or like if you even have to touch the person or how that works. And
I
it
think that for targets that are not you, you have to touch them.
okay, okay, that's fair. I mean,
I think that's how it works.
biostasis. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. So I hear all that. I know Sicarian's at least alive. Do I know at this point the Swan Song's coming?
Yeah. I mean, you heard Higgs be like, "Pi, get us there."
So I guess I would come in and just say, Mr. Sicarian is alive. We have to help him. You have to get here as fast as you can.
Do we have did Pi put up a time scale somewhere in the ship in front of me?
Yeah.
Where are we at right now?
You're like maybe 15 seconds out.
Okay. Yeah, we're about 15 seconds out. I'll get there and Maybe we can scan the front. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. If you have any bright ideas on how we can stop any of this, let me know.
I don't know that we should. We just have to get Mr. S.
Does the ship have any way to scan for anything?
Yes, absolutely.
So I could scan the front of the building and try to find where the life is?
Yeah, make a computers test.
Is
You don't
it-
have to kill me, Adam.
I have my.
The
I have my-
computer
I have my
could
data
just
pad.
scan for me.
If Higgs, if you can transfer
my
that scan
combat.
to Piani if you want to.
I can see the action movie now. He's like, "How do I make this work?" He's like failing right and left, like Piani or Pi scan, and she's like, "Well, first you have to fix this Rubik's cube." And he's like, "Jesus Christ, this is so much harder than I imagined it."
Yeah, I mean, if I can, I pass it. Piani, I don't know how to fucking do that. What? Do it for me.
I'm like coughing. I make that shit wrong roll. Shit. Close. Oh fuck. You guys.
What'd you do?
Yeah.
What happened?
Sorry.
What's
I
going
hit
on?
the wrong roll and then it went crazy. And now we're
Shut down. Like,
good.
you know, everybody in chat's like, come on,
Yes.
someone can do this.
There you
And
go.
we can't even work roll 20 to make the roll happen.
Exactly. You can't make your computer roll to make your computer roll.
I just hit short
It's
and I
fine, you
thought
got
I could
it.
hit
You scored-
the
okay.
X, but I hit.
Also, confirmation, psionic powers are line of sight. As long as you can see the target, you can use your psionic powers on them.
Thank you. That's awesome.
So, yes, so you bring up the sensor suite of the ship. It's a little laggy because you're operating it remotely, but you see you can actually see it, the Swan Song approaching in the distance, and it scans the building quickly. You get one obvious signal that's Mr. Sicarian. You see it's his power suit and his like he's alive in there, so you can get an idea where he is. It's relayed to you, but there's also still one very faint life sign in the building too. Somebody else is still alive in there.
How far away are they?
They're in the middle of the building.
On the same floor? Same
Yeah.
area
I mean,
of...
floor. There's only the one floor. It's a pile of
Yeah.
rubble now, but yeah, there's another life sign.
We've got 4 vac suits on the ship.
Yeah, I'll bring them down there as soon as possible. Pi, is there any way we can shoot the laser to try to, like, cut out a hole down to these 2 people? Is that possible?
The laser's precise, but not that precise. We can try. I don't want to be held responsible for hitting anybody.
Well, I've had a few drinks. I'll have a steady hand. I just gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, you're at the weapons terminal. You've got the fucking joystick in your hand.
Yeah, the first order of business is that I get there and however it is done, I like drop off the vac suits for Prosper and Piani in front.
For the record, Adam, I'm like dragging Rajani over to the car, the Jeep
Okay.
that Piani showed up in.
Okay. All right, Mr. Sicarian, do you want to try to grab your gun again?
Yeah, I mean,
You can hear all this, so they know you're alive. Like the scanner has.
I guess then I would try to free my leg if they know my location. The gun's not gonna.
Yeah, we've
Right.
seen where you're
Okay.
at. We have a very
Okay.
good and a very exact realization of where you're at, according to the ship scan.
A 9.
Okay. All right. So you managed to get yourself free from under the concrete that was holding you down, and you're able to like pull the gun out from under the thing, but you're still in this like very cramped space. You can't kneel or stand up. You can kind of like roll over and get your gun with you. But there's really nowhere to go. Like you could start trying to dig yourself free, but it's not like soil that's on you. It's like big chunks of like metal and concrete. They'll definitely need to like try to dig you out from outside.
The other thing too is I'm just like, Pi, bring up a feed of the Argus web on Mr. Sicarian if you can. Because
Then what I will.
he's been wearing
Yeah.
that too. So.
Was that
While they're
on
doing that-
Sicarian or was that on me?
Oh, was that on? I guess I say that and maybe it just pops up on.
Yeah.
Prosper?
Prosper.
Like
And I'm just
carrying
like-
Rajani, slamming her into the Jeep.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna be looking for soft spots then, Adam. Like if I don't think they can get to me, I'm gonna try to shoot my way out.
Okay.
and the
All right.
thunder gun will be fired. Finally.
Make a. I want to say it'd be like engineering, basically. Like make a science check.
Well, you fucked up because I have a plus 20 in that. So
Nice.
You have a what?
plus 20.
Definitely doesn't have a plus.
Damn.
Is it a skill check?
Yeah. Two
And
to
if you
six.
don't have anything in something, you're at -1, aren't you?
-1. Yeah. This would be your intelligence.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah. Look
It
at
all-
that.
I'll keep looking, Adam. I'll keep looking.
Okay. Okay, so there's a boom basically as the Swan Song like stops, just short of like giving Higgs whiplash. But yeah, it's suddenly like over the site of the fire, and we see it illuminated by the blue flames that are like leaping up from the building. And you come in for a landing in an area where you have space, and you can open it up, and these guys can get vac suits. But it's going to take time to put the vac suits on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting this as like Pee-wee's Big Adventure where I could slide down a fireman's pole and just.
So is that what you want to do though? You want to like run in and start putting the suits on?
I guess like at this point, Prosper, like with the Swan Song showing up, Prosper he's wanting to know a little bit more about what's going on. So I guess I just start on the comms. What's the plan? Can we get Monsieur Sicarian out of that building? What do we need to do? Can we fire a hole? Sand thrower, laser?
I can take the shot, but if I miss, it's gonna hit him.
L'enfant, what's the impact damage of a laser beam against a ruined building like this? Is it likely to destroy Monsieur Sicarian too?
That's a big question, Prosper. Firing the weapon systems into the building is a risk no matter what, especially if Mr. Sicarian's been hurt.
We've
Well,
got the
hold on.
suits.
As I'm like
Let's
feeling
try.
around the wall, I'm like, yes, I have been hurt.
Sicarian, what's your status? How long can you hold out? Can you make it while we get our suits on?
I would tell you to be as quick as possible. It's getting very black here.
That's not good.
Don't
I'm
we have
just
a?
putting on my suit.
Does the ship
Yeah.
have some sort of hoist? I mean, it's a cargo ship, so it's got some type of crank inside the bay, right, Adam?
Yeah, sure.
Could we rig it so that we could just pick up giant? I mean, the thing that like in a rubble like this is you don't know where you want to pick up because you don't know what's actually going to break. But
Yeah.
could we make some sort of roll to discern which ones we could move and then use the crank to move said objects?
I'll tell you what. I am putting on my vac suit so I can go out and like try to figure that out.
Yeah, like hang on. Have you landed, Higgs?
Yeah, we've landed near.
Okay, so I just hop into the Jeep and I drive up into the cargo bay of the Swan Song with the Jeep.
Okay.
And then I get out and I'm rushing as quickly as possible to put on a vac suit, go into the building and find Sicarian.
Okay, Piani and Prosper both need to make exosuit checks.
Okay.
I know neither of you have that skill, but that's the skill for putting this shit on fast.
Okay. What is that actually under?
Exosuit.
It's its own it's its own skill. It's a dexterity roll.
What's my dex?
It's
It's probably pretty good. Yeah, +1. Oops, that means +0.
But it's yeah. Right.
Shit, are you joking?
You got the
Prosper,
rolls.
god
Mine
damn.
is a
The
negative
rolls for
one,
it
right?
would have been better.
I think in your haste, Prosper, like you grab a suit and you go to put it on, and you like put your foot through one of the legs and like tear the leg. And, like fuck, and you have to like go and take it all off and throw
You
it in
gotta
the
buy
corner
it
and
that
ask to put
next
on.
one.
Do you have culture? Neither of you have culture spacer, right?
I
know-
might.
I think
Piani was a spacer.
No, I've
Yes,
covered
I
all.
do. I do.
You have culture spacer. Okay.
Yes.
You can use that modifier instead if it's better.
I have travel.
Well, I would get 8 then.
Well, you get a
Okay.
9, not an 8.
Yeah, because
No,
it would
'cause
go.
I have 0.
Okay, yeah. So you got an 8. Okay.
oh.
Okay, cool. All right, so Piani, it takes you a little longer than you'd like to get it on, but you still managed to do it. Okay, here's the thing: you got a choice. So, do you want to put it on fast or do you want to put it on right?
I want to put it on right.
Okay, so you
I
take the extra
tasted
time.
A
'Cause you're
fucking
supposed
mugful of
to-
that shit.
You're supposed to double check all the seals. You know the protocol. You get it on, and you're like, I could just leave right now. And then you're like, no, got to double check the seals. And you find one that was like loose, so you like tighten it. It might not have been a problem, but it's better to be safe. In that time, Mr. Sicarian, I don't know. Are you starting to feel a little like antsy? How's your mental state? What do we see when we jump back to Mr. Sicarian?
Uh, well, I mean, he's kind of come to accept his death a long time ago. He didn't.
Sure.
He thought he would make it out of there, but he was definitely willing to accept that he would die. I guess he's just frustrated at his lack of options.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't imagine Mr. Sicarian expected to die in like a concrete cave. You would expect to like maybe have someone's sword in your guts.
Yep.
But yeah, so like things are getting pretty claustrophobic. You can see that your like blue O2 meter has gone yellow. You're kind of in the like, you're getting, maybe you want to go back into your spaceship part of the
Yeah.
thing. And the suit is continuing. Like, do you turn off the warnings? Because the suit is like warning you, like,
Yeah. I
grievous
just
harm
update
detected.
them. I say I'm at a like 40% oxygen or something like that. And you have approximately 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm shooting and possibly killing myself.
I
But
guess-
you guys need to do something.
I guess as they're like getting their suits on and everything, Higgs thinks that the best thing to do is to keep Sicarian like talking,
Okay.
and so I'm just like, so who'd you kill?
Oh, I mean, that's the good news. They are all dead. I do have to regret to inform you that I think Wu is no longer with us. I did what I could. I wanted him to get out with Rajani, which actually, now that I think about it, you can hear me scraping around the concrete, like looking
Like
for something.
tapping on the wall.
Yeah. But I say Rajani is to be considered an ally now. She should take over the syndicate, and she'll owe us a lot.
You don't hear me like pause for a second because I'm still like stuck on the fact that Wu's dead, and I'm just like staring off into space. I'm just like, well, and then I just like don't say anything else after that, and maybe I just stop talking.
Okay. All right. So you've got your suit on now, Piani. The seals are all checked. Prosper, you're like halfway to getting your second suit on.
Yeah.
What do you want to do, Piani?
I want to run out, and if I'm checked, I want to like run out and basically start, checking. I mean, I know approximately where it was. I saw it, so I figure I can at least go to it and, trying to, via sound, try to yell for Mr. Sicarian.
Okay, so you come back out of the ship and like realize for a moment just how like nice the atmosphere controls on the ship are, where it's like going from being inside an air conditioned house into like, I don't know what would it be. It would be in American temperatures into like 50-degree heat. Like just walking out, and like immediately, even through the vac suit, you like feel yourself like you start to sweat, and the air tastes like terrible. And the vac suit is giving you like readouts and saying like, like chemicals detected, and giving you like a readout and saying like you should go back inside. It's dangerous out here. But also telling you on the other side like how much the filter is going to last, and you've got lots of time. Like the vac suit, this is what they're for.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, ahead of you is just this like conflagration of like blue and white fire, just like shooting like gouts of flame. Stuff keeps blowing up inside, and I think that like Sicarian, you can see that too, where like every once in a while you'll hear like a deep bass like explosion somewhere distant, and everything will shake and something will shift. Then you'll have to put your arms up as the like ceiling shifts down on you. And so you step out into the street, Piani, and you can see in the distance approaching, they're probably like 5 minutes out, the flashing green lights of the like Majidi Civil Defense Force, like drones on their way.
I can see those.
Yeah, they're still pretty far away though.
Okay. Then I pretty much, like I said, I continue to go out. I go to approximately where I felt like Mrs. Sicarian was, and I just start yelling or seeing if there are loose rocks, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're going to head over to where you think Mr. Sicarian is?
I guess
Yeah.
after that conversation, Adam, I start making my way to the cargo to put on a vac suit as well, just in case
Okay.
I need to go out.
I mean, I feel like I actually saw the building collapse, so I have a pretty good idea, right?
Yeah, you've got the best choice. So make a perception check. You can have a +2.
Okay. Perception 0, so score 0 +2, and bring it home 8.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, you figure you can see where he is, but to get to there, like you can see the general area. But yeah, like you couldn't necessarily just like climb up on there and yank off the debris. Like he's
So
buried
then-
under.
All right. Well, then I come back to the ship and just say, you know, like, I think I've got him. I think I know where he is, but we're gonna have to winch this fucking shit off of him. You'll have to pull it out here.
Pi, can you make that, or you want me to?
What do you want me to do?
Put the ship in a position so that we can winch out that rock that Piani was just talking about. And I'm like saying this as I'm putting on the suit.
Okay,
Just
so
pull
yeah,
it from the cargo
as
bay.
you're saying it, yeah, Pi just says, "Hold on," and then the ship lurches as it like lifts off and starts moving over. So you see Piani, like there's the shadow of the ship as it like passes overhead, and then the cargo opens and the winch cable starts like winding down.
All right. I do my best. What I think is, you know, winch it onto some rebar or something. You know.
Yeah,
like,
you'll have to climb up onto the debris and like get through the fire. You want to do that?
I mean, wherever I feel like I need to put this winch, like Piani's ready to
Yeah.
do what she's got to do.
Okay, make a physical effect save.
Okay, that's a 13.
Nice.
Nice.
Piani's
Okay.
rolling well.
Yeah.
All right, so you climb up on top and like partway up the like pile, a piece of rebar catches on your suit, but you manage to like notice it before you tear it, and you stop and like pull it loose and keep climbing up, and you get to where you can like stand on your tiptoes as the winch comes down, grab the steel cable, and run it under a big piece of concrete and like clamp it off. The ship picks that piece up, and again underneath Sicarian, you feel like the shift. And the concrete gets lifted and gets like discarded aside. You figure, Piani, you'll have to do this probably like 3 or 4 more times before you can get to how deep he was, because you're like 3 meters above where you think he is.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to keep
I say
working
over the
on it?
comms, I say, I think you're dead on.
Okay.
It's good to know.
As I'm in the cargo bay, just to Pi, I'm just like, Pi, is that other person still alive in there?
They're fading.
Do they have any comms on that you can hack into?
No.
Other person? What do you mean?
Someone else
Am
is
I
alive in the-
finally zipping up my...
Yeah, you're like, zip, click.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
hit
and so...
conversation?
Yeah, you can hear it.
I specifically said just to Pi, so no one.
Oh, okay, so you like muted your comm? Okay.
Yeah.
So none of you
I
hear
am
that
in.
then.
I am
Yeah,
in
but
the
I saw
room
the
with-
scan.
Oh no, yeah, that's true. Like, yeah,
Piani did see the
Higgs,
scan.
you're in the room.
Like,
And I guess you're in the
everyone
room, yeah.
knows. Everyone knows that this other. So,
So, yeah,
I can. I mean, frankly,
Preston's like,
I've
"What?"
got the fucking thing covered. I'll need to get 3 or 4 more pieces of this shit off. Find out who's inside.
Yeah, I guess as I say that, I kind of like to look over to Prosper and just like.
You
"Fuck."
say that?
Say what?
Well, Piani said that over comms,
Yeah.
right? I hear.
Yeah, this is all
yeah.
over open comms. Yeah.
I say, like I'm kind of looking at the scene. I'm like not to be selfish, guys, but please focus. I really regret to inform you, but Wu was feet away from a bandolier of grenades, and then he should be completely gone. You are detecting most likely one of the shielded assailants, which I'm all for revenge, but I'd like to live.
I go over comms. I'm just like, yeah, we're not gonna save them. I was just gonna make sure that they die faster. That's a terrible way to die, Sicarian. We're gonna shoot
So-
the fuck out of them.
I think at
He
this
says,
point,
"You're telling me."
Pi says, wait, what? Where's Wu? What happened? The winch is like halfway up and then just stops.
Prosper says, L'enfant, we're all in a very frustrating circumstance right now. I'm going
Does
back
Pi
down
say it over
there.
comms?
Pi says it into the room.
Okay. I say, I'm going back down there. I'm going to find that second life signal. There's nothing more that any of the rest of us can do for Monsieur Sicarian. It looks like Piani has it under control. On the off chance that it is Wu in there, I will find him.
Make a persuade check.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
Can I do that with my Maltech?
shit.
No, you're emotionally manipulating. You're treating Pi like a person, so.
Right. Fuck, man. Prosper is not doing it today.
Okay.
Can I try to assist on that?
You
I
can make
guess
your
even
own.
then it
Well, when you can make your own roll, when Prosper says that, it doesn't seem to affect Pi. Pi is just like,
I would back up Prosper saying, I would say, I've got Mr. Sicarian. You know, Victor's right. They need to go save him. It might be Wu.
so Pi. I mean, you go ahead and make your roll
Okay. I actually
because they'll
have a
listen to
1
you
in
too.
persuade. So
Okay.
God.
Okay.
I
So-
mean, like I grab the cable that's like down to.
I mean, you
where-
can manually control the winch. Yeah.
Well, no, but like
Oh, you wanna
I'm
zip
grabbing
down?
onto the cable and I'm zipping down next to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Pi.
And as I jump, I say, Higgs, point me in the right direction.
Pi goes quiet, and they'll help, but unless directly like addressed, they just stay silent.
Pi does.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Okay.
give Prosper the general location the best that I can. I don't
Yeah.
know how exact I can be, but if I have comms on the vac suit or whatever, or sorry, like video on the vac suit, I tell them.
Yeah, there's
exactly
a
where it's
panel
at.
on the wrist, and you can like look at it, and you can see
Nice.
the scanner information.
Cool. I land next to Piani,
Mm-hmm.
and I look at her through like the visors of our vac suits, and I'm just shouting like muffled at her. I shout, "Victor's dead. The rest of us won't be. We need to get out of here." And I go
sorry,
stomping off.
I didn't mean anything by it, please.
And maybe when you say that, you say Victor's dead, and then and like all of this chaos, this loud craziness going on, it just does a quick pan back to the stairs.
Absolutely it does.
Not even like the original stairs, but you're like Victor's dead, and it like pans sadly over, and we just see like a lone staircase jutting up out of the rubble like a grave marker.
Yeah.
I did, it
The
was
music
the
gets all
chemical.
sad for a second.
At first it
A
talks
couple
a
of
little bit.
the family of rats that were living in his skull are like now a clan of rats.
Yeah. I comms up. I say, Higgs, you don't have any more of those grenades, do you?
I gave the entire bandolier to
You did,
Sicarian,
yeah.
so no.
Shit. All right. And I go stomping off over the rubble.
Okay. So Piani's in charge of the excavation. Higgs, what are you doing? You have a vac suit on now.
Yeah, I'm just putting the vac suit on, and then I guess maybe I go back towards the main deck, the whatever the fuck it's called. I'm at a loss for words.
bridge?
Yeah, the bridge, and get an update on where the people that were. You said that there was drone ships or something on the way.
There are drones, yeah.
How far away are those now?
Like 2 minutes.
Okay, and the ship's in like a hover mode right now.
Yeah, you're.
Are they
hovering
coming
over the
from?
fire?
If like a north, south, east, west, are they all coming from one cardinal direction?
Yeah, they're all coming in the same direction. There's 3 of them. They're flying in like a V formation.
Okay, I will point the ship, as long as it doesn't mess up the hoist, towards that direction, so that the guns are facing that direction.
Okay, so you just like if the hoist is hanging, you just want to turn the ship.
Yeah, just basically spin the
Okay.
ship so that the guns are facing the drones, the direction
Yeah, I
the
mean
drones are
the
coming.
guns rotate on their own, so you can actually just rotate the turret.
Oh, okay, as long as then I rotate the turrets. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think that at that point you noticed like because you get back up to the bridge, you notice on the comms panel there's like noise coming out of the headset that Piani normally wears when she's on comms, and the screen is blinking. There's like someone messaging the ship.
Yeah, I go over and grab that, put it on.
Okay.
Listen
Alright.
to what the message is.
Okay, so you don't have the like hood of the vac suit up yet, or?
No, I guess I'll wait till I go outside for that.
Okay, cool. So you put the headset on. There's a bunch of like very angry sounding messages coming through in Mandarin.
Pi, can you do a live translation here on this shit?
Pi actually doesn't respond. Pi doesn't say anything.
Just like, the one time that I don't want... Piani, I need you to translate on the fly, and I pipe the feed over to you.
I'm fucking moving huge rocks.
Piani,
What
this
do
is
you
important.
want from me?
What? I can't get the gist of what is this?
Can I listen and move rocks at the same time?
Yes, you can listen. It might be hard for you to concentrate on trying to like translate it, but
As long as I just get a couple words.
What do you mean? I like translate it. Just tell me what I know. It'll take me the time to translate it back to JP.
sure, you're not having like I'm just saying you can't like live translate it and like listen, translate, continue
course.
listening, like
All right. Yeah.
but it's just like a canned police message. It's like notifying you that you have been identified as like a person of significance in an illegal event. Please remain where you are and await for the authorities. And it's just like repeating this message in Cantonese, Mandarin, and English.
Would I know the distress signal for like either a chemical spill or like a hazardous, like do not enter this area? It is hazardous to all.
Higgs.
I mean, that's why they're sending drones.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Higgs, do you want the good news or the bad news?
I just kind of like, I guess I'm staring at the comms. Sicarian, what? Just give me the fucking news. You don't have to split it.
The bad news is the fucking police are coming.
The police
The
are
good
always
news
coming.
is they're fucking dumb enough to tell us.
Yeah, I've already got the guns in that direction. We're all good. That was all
right.
great. That was all news I already knew. How's it going down there? Maybe you hoist another rock.
Yeah,
One
can
more
you,
rock.
Mr. Sicarian, can you make a luck check for me, please?
Here it is. The moment of truth.
I pass
Right.
again.
Okay.
Pelvic thrust.
God.
Yeah, you're like, how's it going down there? And Piani, you like
I
lift
found
up-
a bucket of air. Jesus Christ, you wouldn't believe it.
So all of a sudden, we see from Sicarian, we see you. You're like lying kind of on your back, and we see sudden light come down from above as the block is lifted off of you, and you see above, you see Piani in a vac suit, like looking down at you. Piani, you see Mr. Sicarian. He's got a big piece of rebar like through a joint in the suit and like in his chest. One of his legs is like the armor's all crushed. He looks like he's had better days, but he's like clutching the thunder gun.
As I see her face, though, with
Yeah.
blood coming out of my mouth, I say, Piani, you're the most beautiful goddamn thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. He never
Awesome.
cusses.
And Piani just says, I knew.
Yeah.
And then a scene for the blooper reel where like there's that hand reaching out
Yeah.
and then the other hand reaching out, but then Sicarian like pulls me into the but then for real I help Sicarian out.
I love the blooper reel. Yeah. He pulls me
Okay,
into the
as-
pool. Everyone has a good
Sonny
laugh.
gets me off the rebar. I'm like wincing, and I go, careful, careful. And she pulls me off,
Yeah.
and there's like a wet sucking sound. But as I'm saying careful, I'm actually holding the thunder gun, and I'm like,
Yeah, careful, hey.
rising it up out from under, like it's over my shoulder, but I'm
She's
like
been through a lot.
on the concrete, and I'm like, all right, we're good.
Awesome. Okay, yeah. So you like lift Mr. Sicarian off. He's like bloody and burned, and his helmet's all cracked.
I get on comms and immediately go, I've secured the cook.
Okay.
I'd always wanted to say that.
So Prosper, you are headed towards the signal.
Yep.
Is that true? Okay, make a physical effect save for me.
Physical is 10.
Nice.
Yes, at last.
All right. So you managed to navigate your way through the like the burning, and you get to the area above where the signal was. It's very faint now.
I'm looking for any kind of entrance down into this pile of rubble or whatever. If there are any like large iron bars I can use to lever some stuff out of the way to open up a larger passageway or anything like that.
Okay, make a luck check.
Okay, that's just a D20, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. I succeed.
Okay, good.
Then
right.
my luck is 11.
Yeah, so you can see that you're actually by the edge of where the stairs that led up to the office were, and what fell on top of them. So there's like a dark space underneath.
Yeah.
And then there's like smoke pouring out of it.
Yeah. Okay, I just throw on the comms. I just throw. I'm going in, and I just dive in.
Okay.
Are there any like bars or anything nearby I can just grab to like have something to pry if I need to?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I grab some piece of rubble
There's a
that
chunk
I
of
can use.
rebar
Yeah,
in there.
exactly.
Okay.
All right. So I just dive in and start working my way down as quickly as I can.
Okay. It's like incredibly smoky. Your suit is warning you, like, danger, atmosphere, toxic, and you start to make your way through the debris. And I need you to make one more physical effect save.
Come on!
Nope.
Oh no! Shit! Oh, it was almost an 18.
Oh, the
Shit.
fucking
Okay,
3D dice.
so you have to stop. So you're coming forward, and you hear like a creak, and then you jump back as a bunch of debris like crumbles down in front of you. Like maybe the staircase like falls down in front of you. You're like blocked off. You can stop and like pull it away with like your bare hands with your vac suit and like, but yeah, it's gonna take more time now.
Crap. Well, I mean, I guess like there's no other option other than turning back, right?
Yeah, or you could give up and run for safety.
Nah, Prosper is not giving up on this one. I take that piece of iron rebar. Like, you see him sitting there for a second. He says, Nika. And then I just, like, slam at the thing, and I start hammering away at whatever it is, trying to, like, wedge it open, lift it up, whatever.
Okay.
As soon as I have a space that's big enough for me to, like, contort myself through, I do that first.
Okay, make another physical effect save.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay,
Jesus.
so I think that you do it. You manage to like pull all the rocks away, and you like climb through a hole. And what Prosper doesn't see, but the audience does, is as you do like pull yourself through the hole, you like feel like you're getting like stuck on something, or like you can't quite fit, and so you like grab something nearby, pull hard, and pull yourself in, and there's like just a big like rip in the back of your suit that you don't notice.
Jesus Christ.
And you get in, and it's super dark in here. There's like no way to see, and the only light you have is from the like panel on your arm that just shows the like the blinking.
I like hold up my panel and try to like use it as any kind of light source. Like I can see how far I am to my objective, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, I'm pushing my way forwards through this.
Okay, so you push your way through, and you see a body, like a fairly like mangled corpse, lying like face down, and it looks like that's the source of the signal.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, like, I guess I'm. Am I like? Is it some sort of like really low crawl space? There's like smoke coming out around me and stuff. Yeah. Like I'm just crawling forwards, and I reach out and put a hand on the body, and I'm just sort of feeling forwards. I say, "Woo, woo," and I pull myself forwards, and I hold the panel on my arm up to the face.
Okay, so they're lying face down. It's actually a woman's body. You notice that she's been like horribly burned, and like she's partly crushed. On her belt, like on the side, there's a little like metal box that's like sparking. Okay. You recognize it right away as like a shield projector like unit.
Got it.
But you can't like from here you can't tell that she's like if she's like breathing or not.
Okay. Like I don't see anybody else. There's nobody under her. There's nothing.
There might. It's hard to say. Like you want to like turn her over.
Yeah. Like. Okay. I mean, I guess I'm feeling a little wary about this sparking shield thing. Mm-hmm. Maybe I like reach out with the rebar that I've got and try to like prod her or it first to see if it like explodes and does anything terrible.
Okay. So you you crouch down with the rebar and you like go to like turn the body over, and I think we see the body like turn, and then we go to break.
Oh yeah.
Ba, ba, ba.
It's just this episode is so easy.
It's pretty easy, yeah. It's
so easy.
All right, cool. Let's go to our break. Still 2 hours left here on RollPlay Swan Song, week 25. So don't go anywhere. We'll see who it is right after the break. We'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.